Thank you, Oltaç. My name is Serhat Gorgun. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and today I would like to share some facts about Turkey, which is quite relevant to Kazakhstan, I believe. And I would like to share my experiences, our experiences about establishing early stage investment environment in Turkey as well as angel networks in Turkey. So let's start with some facts and figures about Turkey. Turkey is a quite young population with 75 million population, which is one of the largest populations in Europe, and an average age of 27.5, and half of the population is 27, which brings early adapters in the region and a huge number of GSM users, credit card users, and internet users. Also, Turkey attracted around 30 million people last year, being the seventh most preferred destination in the world. On the other hand, Istanbul, European capital of culture, last year is the only city in the world built on two continents with a 14 million population, being one of the largest cities in Europe and in the world. Turkey stands in a geographic position that you can fly 5 hours and you can reach to 1.5 billion population and 25 trillion GDP. Also, Turkey is in close proximity to 70% of world's known water and clean energy resources, clean water and energy resources, and is a prospective and a regional center of storage and distribution of oil and natural gas. As our Prime Minister yesterday clearly declared that Turkey has been doing so well in recent years in terms of economy. Turkey's GDP has grown each and every quarter without any exception since 2002 till now, with an average rate of 7.5%, and is expected to grow in the following years. As a result, foreign direct investment has grown very rapidly, and a number of companies interested in establishing branch offices and investing in Turkey grow rapidly as well. I have recently came across a research conducted by Goldman Sachs, which says that 20 largest economies in 2050 will be as follows. And Turkey finds herself a place in seventh, ahead of Japan, France, and Germany. I will not be arguing that this is a proper survey, but I'm sure it's a speculative one. But this survey pushed me thinking how this can be a reality. In search for the answer, I come up with a couple of answers. One may be organic growth of the industries, well, but it's not enough. Second, new markets. Turkey can sell her products to new markets, still not enough. Foreign direct investment can increase again, not enough as well. But new industries in the journey to 2050 can make this happen. What I mean by new industries, how we can think that there's no internet in Turkey 50 years ago, or GSM in a couple of 50, 20 years ago. There will be new industries arise in our journey to 2050. While thinking of this, I came across Paul Romer's speech. He is the architect of New Growth Theory. He says that economic growth will come from research and development, innovation, and technology transfer. These three keywords all brings us to early stage ecosystem, early stage environment. And the famous slide, which has been being discussed till morning, the environment, the ecosystem in Turkey in early stage was not there since a couple of years from now. Oltaç may well remember, we have established the first venture capital investment company named Golden Horn Ventures in Turkey 5 years from now. There were no venture capital industry in Turkey. Again, we have established Turkey's first seed fund 4 years from now. And also, we have established Galata Business Angels 2 years from now. So, why I'm telling all these to you is, Turkey is such a country that a couple of years ago was very similar how Kazakhstan is currently. So, we have learned a lot from these experiences, and I'm I will be building my presentation from now on to share our experiences, which are quite expensive ones that we have learned in our journey in Turkey. As today's topic is about business angels, let me share some slides about Galata Business Angels. Galata Business Angels is Istanbul's premier angel organization. We are a formal group of executives who are entrepreneurs themselves, who have created companies and exited a couple of them. And also a couple of us are professionals who are willing to put their time and money in startup companies and share their experiences. The Galata Business Angels operates as not-for-profit, but the members are angel investors who are willing to earn some money out of their time and investments. We are a platform of angels who are willing to share experiences, and we are willing to increase the awareness of angel investment all around the country and in the region, guide entrepreneurs, help them access to other sources of funds, and on the other hand, we are there to lobby in terms of increase the awareness and also in terms of enacting regulations on the government level. Recently, we were able to enact an angel law in the government Turkish parliament, which is certifying angel investors or angel investment networks, as well as a co-investment fund, which is basically a tax incentive, and government will act as a co-investment fund with angels as soon as the angel, if the angel is a certified one. These are some companies which makes us unique in terms of an angel network, and our members are managing or exited ones. There are a couple of companies which are exited to eBay and some European or US-based venture capital companies, and total of the exit numbers are close to $2 billion US. And also these are the tips that we are looking in deals. These are mainly classic terms that we are looking in deals, mainly team, business model, revenue model, and financial projections. I will skip this slide. This is a funny story why we put the name Galata. Let me read from the slide. Hazarfen Ahmet Çelebi is the legendary man who is set to fly from one continent to another without powered equipment, let's say. And once, while he was flying from Galata, Galata is a district, and Galata Tower is a tower in that district. While he was flying from that tower to the other continent, Asian side of Istanbul, Murat Han was watching him, and after he finished his flight, Murat Han awarded him with some gold coins, and he said he deserved this fortune, but he's a scary man. He's capable of doing anything he wishes. It is not right to keep such people around. And thus he sent him to Algeria on exile, where he died. So this is sort of entrepreneurship in such countries, and this is sort of angel investment in such countries. Sorry. These are the investments that we have made in the last year since our establishment. There are 7 of them, mostly e-commerce and mobile companies. As I said, I want to share with you our experiences, which we have learned with huge amounts of money that has been invested. Firstly, before going to that, I would like to share a rescue story with you. You can see the white car fell into a lake and the orange truck trying to rescue it. This is the car is out of the lake, but all of a sudden the truck is in the lake as well. They come up with another solution. A green truck rescues the white car and trying to rescue the orange truck, and it's in the sea as well. So insanity is doing the same thing and same mistakes over and over again, expecting different results. So I wish to share our mistakes, the lessons we have learned in our region, in order to prevent some mistakes being done again and again. Key findings. Turkey, a small economy with limited purchasing power, which made our SMEs to implement outward-looking strategies where intense and aggressive competition were weighting our companies. Then government decided to incentivize those SMEs, but all incentives were enhancing competitiveness by reducing their costs. It was fine, it was working, but it was not enough. Our recommendation is requiring firms to move towards high value-added products and activities by developing technologies. I mean, government should push SMEs to develop value-added products and technologies, other than incentivizing them in terms of reducing costs. Almost all institutions necessary for a well-functioning early-stage investment ecosystem exist in Turkey, but what is missing in Turkey is entrepreneurial mindsets. So to increase entrepreneurial mindset, transformation of education system from focus on skills and knowledge to focus on entrepreneurial values and attitudes is required. Also, that in an ecosystem, tolerance for failure is required. In Turkey, mainly, you had only one chance to succeed. If you fail, then you are a failed guy. R&D support schemes are all supply-side policies, direct subsidies, tax reductions, and for R&D personnel. But government, for example, should subsidize complementary demand-side policies. What I mean by this, for example, the ticket sales operation, government, for example, must sell all the tickets from on that side, and this must be an obligation for everybody to buy from that side, and this makes sure that that side will be successful. In Turkey, regulations are to protect failing firms, but one should make them failing firms fail quick. On the other hand, government should incentivize and support potentially thriving firms, other than trying to save that failing firms. Human resources are critical. I know I'm running out of time, so I will be quick on this. But to make a long story short, the country must make the ecosystem, the environment so attractive that both reverse brain drain and both local human capital must like to work in that area and incentivize expats willing to work in the region. Industry-university linkage is another key factor for early-stage investment environments. For example, in Turkey, university professors are professors, other than technology entrepreneurs. You need to incentivize them to spin out companies, to invest their time and money in spin out companies. And also the academic circular is totally different than the needs of the business, so there needs to be a balance. Early stage ecosystem, investment ecosystem is also quite important. You need to open doors for early stage investors like VCs, like seed investors, and angel investment incentives and regulations should be there. And finally, business incubation is also a critical factor. Business incubation, when I say business incubation, I'm not only meaning shared services like low rent, management help. They are important, but they are not enough. More valuable resources should also be delivered to early stage companies, like networking, like relationship with seed and early stage investment VC companies, and lobbying, matchmaking activities, and so on and so forth. This was my presentation. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you.
I got one quick question for you, only because we're running out of time, is when you have your network, how do you make sure that people cooperate well with each other? Because each person has their own interests and has their own ego. How do you make them cooperate in the network?
As this is purely a commercial activity, the goal is to make money, and the business is out there. Everybody has his role, his own role. Without their egos, they are there to make money and they cooperate. Each and everybody knows his role. One leader and the others know their role, what to do. For example, in our angel network, entrepreneurs come to the stage, present their business plan, and then either one or two of us want to lead that deal. And he is the, or she is the one who is responsible for whole activities of that deal from that time on. And the rest has the responsibility of his point. For example, one is responsible for marketing, the other one is responsible for, let's say, the financials, the other one is responsible for, let's say, incubating the deal. So everybody has his own responsibility, but there is only one champion in our side. And as the deal is purely commercial, then everybody has his own role, and currently whole investments are doing pretty well, and this role and responsibility sharing work pretty well so far.
So much.